na 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 na. Ah, best part of the game. Actually, no, probably some of the voice actors. One specific one comes to mind the most. But the music's still great. Hey. We're gonna... Is it Wes Johnson? Actually, you know what? It should be too. Because it's Wes Johnson, but there's also, I'm gonna have to shoot myself for forgetting his name. You know who it is. The one who's not Sean Bean, but who's famous. Not to diss Sean Bean, but, like, I feel like there's not a lot of weight to a lot of Martin's lines. Opening theme is there to hypnotize you so you won't hate the game. Patrick Stewart, that's it, yeah. I'll need at least 30 lashings to make up for forgetting his name, even momentarily. What am I doing? Martin deciphered the third item needed for the oh, yeah. Patrick Stewart is barely in this game. I know. I know he's barely in it. But his performance still sells the opening. I feel like he shouldn't even count in the game's favor. I don't know, like, in the story of the prep work he got to have for it, although part of that's only funny because of how little he's actually in it. Sean Bean totally phoned this one in. I think he read that he dies at the end and just stopped giving a shit, you know? This wasn't quite when he genuinely stopped agreeing to plots that killed him off, but I think it's when he was getting sick of it. He always dies at the end? No, literally, he's gotten to a point where he will not accept roles where he dies anymore, because he's just pissed at that typecasting. And I understand it. Like, that's fucking annoying. He got actually really sick of that always being his thing. Wes Johnson always sounds like he's having fun. Probably because he is. Should have made them rewrite it so that Martin lives. And that creates other problems. Still don't have a Daedric helmet. Unfortunate. Ah, right, Talos. When did they build this one? Why is it as weathered as all the other ones? If it's... Why would this shrine be as broken and weathered as the other divine shrines? If they built it in the last... not that long. I mean, I guess... maybe... what? A few hundred years? Forget what year it is. Right, 433, so... at most, like, 400 years? I guess I could get this fucked up in that amount of time. But, actually, I feel like it shouldn't have. Solve those problems by making Martin not a septum. I suppose, but... then why does it have to be Martin doing it? You need to come up with some reason. Why the hero of Kvatch can't just wear the amulet themselves. You finally get the amulet back, he tries on, it falls off. Turns out Uriel's side piece actually had another side piece who wouldn't acknowledge him as a son. She figured the Emperor would probably have better means to care for a bastard son. Okay, that does introduce a very interesting conflict of, oh fuck, we literally don't have any septums, how do we do this? It's like, okay, Hyperseptum isn't directly related to Alessia, is he? Maybe we can actually entreat Akatosh for help another way, the same way Talos must have done when he was alive. To restart the fires. Like, we need to reset the, Accord. Covenant, that was the word I was looking for. Entered the ruins of Miskarkand. I must find its great welkin stone. Player can take a direct role in that, thus being the great hero after all. That would be kinda nice, yeah. Lockpicks are weightless, so there's no reason not to take them even if I don't need them anymore. I could sell them for cash, if I really want to. Yeah, the secondary role to Martin, they had assumed the whole game. Yeah? You know, give the player some real roleplay opportunities. Hell, maybe give us the opportunity, maybe make it so that the player's the one who's gonna try to, you know, reset the Covenant, but give the option that whatever is asked of humanity on this side, that they have to pay, give the player the option to not pay it and get some kind of bad ending. General Kenobi. You know, introduce some more role-playing to the main part of the story. Because it doesn't feel like the player is much of an active participant, you know? I mean, I'm an active participant in that I go out and do the things. But I don't feel like I'm making any decisions here. So I press the R button, I think. R key. We need to play friend slop with your friends? Which friend slop? Genuinely curious. I don't know. All the friend slops. Is it peak? I feel like that's probably one of the better friend slops. Open remotely. Okay. Got peak, lethal content warning, and buckshot. I actually have content warning, because a friend of mine told me when it was free, like a couple months back. It was actually Ruka that did that. So I have, content warning. I don't have any of those other ones. Buckshot, probably not friend slap. Do you mean buckshot roulette? The multiplayer mode is... is it friend slop? It's Russian roulette with a shotgun with friends. That's... I don't think that's quite sloppy. Sloppy toppy. Friend gem? Possibly. The thing is, that's also got, like, a fascinating single-player mode to it. Buckshot roulette does. So I think friend slop is just unfair to call it. I think to be friend slop, it has to have... If it has single player, it has to be boring as shit. Because if it's got an interesting single player mode, then it's just a good game with a mediocre multiplayer that's fun with friends. That doesn't quantify as friend slop, so I don't think buckshot roulette counts. I do like the Iliad ruins. I just wish they didn't all look the fucking same. On the playlist, but isn't granted the title of Friend Slop. I don't think that's a title it wants, frankly. Instead of Anakin's crash out, Buckshot Roulette is like, oh, thank God. I don't want to be associated with you losers. This isn't outrageous at all. I prefer this. It is interesting seeing the undead and the goblins going at it here. Meh. Man, how much does it suck that the Elder Scrolls inspired, or at least sold, to Todd by saying it'll be like Star Wars? It was so amazing. And the one Todd sold everyone else to be like Lord of the Rings is just garbage. And it's not garbage, but it's underwhelming. Ooh. I definitely feel Skyrim is lacking in roleplay opportunities, but I still feel like it has more than this game does. At least among the larger faction quests. The guy saying it'll be like Star Wars, we're just using that to sneak in actual writing. Whereas the person saying it'll be like Lord of the Rings just wanted to make Lord of the Rings. Is Among Us friend slop? Maybe when it came out, but I think they've, like, done enough to it with all the updates by now. It's probably good by itself. I can never play it because I have terrible trust issues, and I think it would actually psychologically damage me. In this case, Todd himself said, make it like Lord of the Rings, but Emil is no token. Tolkien, yeah. Has it ever come out what the statement, what Todd wanted out of Skyrim? I think we need a lot more than 4 people. Here's the thing, you can't just out-Tolkien the Tolkien. It's not feasible, no. Tolkien was so petty at being, corrected on the color of a door by his son one time when telling the Hobbit story, that everything is so fucking meticulous, you'll never recreate that. Yes, that is actually why he started writing shit down. Because The Hobbit was originally a bedtime story for his kids, and one time he got the color of the door wrong between tellings. His kid pointed it out, and it pissed him off so much he started keeping track of literally everything. Tolkien is possibly one of the funniest people to have ever existed. W. Tolkien? Agreed. Anything, he was also, when writing Lord of the Rings, he was also, like, a professor at a college. And he was putting fucking 0 effort into teaching, like, he'd mumble at the board, not enunciating to the class at all. And I think only one person came to most classes, and that one person pissed him off immeasurably. Because he just wanted to sit down and write. If no one showed up to class, which he tried to make people not show up by making an intolerable class. If no one showed up, he could just write all day, which I vibe with. Petty 30-year-old versus a toddler. Petty college professor versus student trying to actually learn. Yeah, you got the color of the door wrong. Low effort. You're right, son. Might be. I was not familiar with your game. I'll say this is very Daggerfall-esque, and I mean that as an insult. Where sometimes the way to progress is go back and find a switch you could not have fucking located the first time around and probably still don't know the location of. Like, in Daggerfall, it's way worse, I'm gonna admit that. If you do not have a guide to go through the story dungeons in Daggerfall, God help you. Favorite trope, random old guy having beef with a teen. It's pretty funny. Like, pretty consistently funny. I don't know what my favorite trope is. Might be the meta trope of reconstructed trope, where something that's often deconstructed gets put back together because they point out the value of the actual trope. But that's a meta trope, like I just said. Sukuna Yuji is, like, up there for you. Sukuna and Yuji is pretty good, yeah. Favorite trope is whatever is the funniest trope for you at the time. That's fair enough. I imagine most of the time I say something's my favorite, it's just... I'm just lying. And saying whatever I find funny in that exact moment. Noodle Incident might be the best one, actually. Where characters consistently make reference to an off-screen event that is never explained, but is utterly ridiculous by what few details you do receive. Your favorite at the time? That's true, but I like to have just one consistent favorite for things. If I don't, I'm probably lying about it. Like, my top 3 favorite video games... I know them. They are pretty static, and it would be very difficult to change them at this point. Now, I will say they're not what I think are the 3 best video games ever made, except possibly one of them. But they're my 3 favorites. Number 1, I've said it before, Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2. I know the gameplay is very samey. I know it doesn't evolve much over the course of the game. But literally every other part of it is the best thing ever to me. The story is a 10 out of 10. The system of having, like, a Tetris grid that you equip literally every ability you can have to have abilities, like, I mean literally everything. You equip your magic to that. You equip things to carry more magic. Things to increase the power of your magic. You equip items into there. You even equip, and this is possibly my favorite one, you equip your level ups to there. When you level up, you get a panel that you are allowed to install to increase your power. And at certain points in the game, or by doing certain challenges, you can get special panels that overlay a number of panels that, like, you can put panels into these little grid sections within the bigger grid to increase their effect. And one of the best ones are level doublers. Any level up you put into that counts for 2. And then a little later, you get a few level triplers. And I think there is exactly 1 level quadrupler you can get in the game. So it's funny, you actually, like, spike your power immensely a few times throughout the game, even though you're leveling up not infrequently. There's only so many actual level ups in the game. Because you need all the level ups and all the stuff to get to level 100. Number 2 is Pokemon Mystery Dungeons Explorers of Sky. I genuinely don't know where this fucking switch is, I'm just looking around more. I mean, I already pressed that one and it didn't do shit. I mean, it raised this so I could get this Varla Stone. That I don't really care about. I think I can sell that to a guy if I really want to, though. Doesn't that one guy want Varla Stones? I don't remember. I'm just, like, staring at the walls here. It has peak 10 out of 10 story. The system in the game is really, really cool, too. The Mystery Dungeon games in general I love. And, you know, it's Pokemon, so it's got those peak designs everywhere, and great characterization. It was one of the early examples of Pokemon really nailing character arcs. Even the player character gets to have a cool and interesting arc involved with the story. The hell is it? Kind of a good video idea, even though you're not a YouTuber and don't plan on ever being one. That's pretty common, yeah. I see people do that. What was your idea? I genuinely don't remember how to open this fucking gate. There's a switch somewhere, I'm sure, but where? Fuck me, I don't know. Number 3 is Fallout New Vegas, and I don't need to explain why. It's probably the best game on that list, but it's not my favorite on the list. Like I said, those are different lists. Normal, everyday task, you have pliers in both of your hands. I feel like people have done very similar concepts, like trying to do stuff with chopsticks. I feel like pliers would actually be a little easier in some ways. Not in all ways, obviously. By the way, I think a very, I think a very, accurate weeb test is, what was the first thing you ever tried to eat chopsticks with? If it was an actual Asian dish, your score is gonna be decently low, because that means there's a high chance you were provided them ordering Chinese takeout. And just like, I'll see what I can do. If it's anything not Asian, you're sold. You're done. Play more of Blizzard's Dire Innovation. They're made to grab stuff professionally. Yeah. I mean, I missed that chest before, but... This one, maybe? This one nowhere fucking near the door I'm trying to open, which is such good and cool design. You don't know when pressing it if it did anything. Yes, that was the one. Feedback, motherfucker. Have you heard of it? Bleh. I wonder, if I expand my favorite games list to top 5, what would be 4 and 5? Assuming I can't, like, dupe up on game series, like, I can't just also throw Kingdom Hearts 2 in there, because it's probably the best Kingdom Hearts game, probably. One of the Elder Scrolls would have to be in there. But I genuinely wonder, to myself, would it be Morrowind or Skyrim at this point in my life? Because I love both so dearly now. Skyrim might have a little more nostalgia for me, because, again, I did play it first. At the recommendation of, the same friend who actually recommended Fable to me. And, Dragon Age. King Midas would low-key be a W assassin. I'd ask where this is coming from, but... I mean, would he be that good of an assassin? Everyone would always know it was him who did it when the fucking statue made of gold is there. Pretty shoddy assassin work. He'd be effective at killing people, yes, but... for, like... actually getting away with it? Morrowind is what Skyrim seemed to be when we were young and stupid. To some extent, you're right. But Skyrim was also very kind to me as a young and stupid child. When they see a statue, they are a statue. What? That's not how King Midas's ability works. He has to touch you. He can't just make literally everyone in the world a statue. That's a terrible assassin. Skyrim is Morrowind with baby wheels. It is, but those baby wheels helped me get into that kind of, like, large-scale role-playing game. You know? Doesn't mean Midas is gonna run at them full speed like a zombie. You saw a gold statue in a random location. I'm not gonna assume, yeah, statue. Yeah, no, I'm gonna see it. I'm going to assume, fuck, King Midas is somewhere nearby. I gotta get out of here. He had beef with this guy. I don't want any part of that. I'm not having beef with King Midas. If he catches me slipping even a little bit, I am gold. That's where he gets you. You turn around and he gets you. He can't just wait there forever, though. He's got to go back to get his money at some point as an assassin. Although, I guess, if he's making people into gold statues, how much does he need money? Why would he bother being an assassin at that point, now that I think about it? He might have to solve overcrowding in prisons and RAM shortages really efficiently. Give you a better horror movie villain? Yeah. The hell? Why are these selectable? That's weird. Oh, I leveled up in here at some point. I love the taste of gold, curse Midas. Although, in the process of solving our RAM shortage, he might accidentally also tank the price of gold and ruin several economies. Now, it's worth noting, I don't think any economies are based solely on gold anymore. Combination economies are kind of the only ones that work at this point. But still fuck up a lot of stuff. As for number 5 on my list, genuinely don't know. Like, 4 has to be either Skyrim or Morrowind. But, actually... maybe Dragon Age Origins? Maybe? I do still really like Inquisition. I think Inquisition is good. I like it more than 2. I don't hate 2, but I do dislike 2 to some extent. You know? The slightly watered-down role-playing options, like, being forced to play as Hawk. Honestly, if it wasn't called Dragon Age 2, I'd probably have nothing bad to say about it. Morrowind has to be higher than Skyrim, or you're not a Morrow Boomer. I know I'm not a Morrow Boomer, but I feel like I can at least shed Sky Baby status. I feel like I at least earned that. The fact that I'm questioning it at all. Not if you like Skyrim more than Morrowind. How the hell does this work? Can I go up here, maybe? Alright, here I go. Rank Skyrim highest Sky Baby. Think about it, what else could you be? You make a good argument. Oh, son of a bitch. Game crashed. It's alright, I know where the thing is this time. But when did it last save is the question. And we're starting over. Congrats, everyone. Someone with better taste? Don't go saying that, Green Ghost. You're gonna get killed. I'm just going... I'm not doing this again. I love talking about stuff you don't know about. Don't we all? Okay, okay. I might accept that Morrowind... I probably accept that Morrowind is probably the better game than Skyrim. But Skyrim just holds that nostalgic place in my heart that puts it on my personal list a little higher, I think. If I were making an objective list, Morrowind would probably be at the top, but my subjective personal list, Skyrim, tops it out. It's about nostalgic preference versus acknowledged superiority. Look, man, Skyrim is what forged me into being able to love Morrowind. If I hadn't played it, I don't know if I'd ever have touched Morrowind. So I gotta give it its, you know, its due. "12:32 a.m. Todd Howard will appear in your bedroom and watch you sleep." The Rim is an old game now. It is. It's at least 15 years old now, I think. Wasn't it 2011, 2012? Somewhere in that area. Sky Babies can't advance until Test 6 comes out. What are Oblivion fans called other than wrong? Every time a new test game comes out, we progress the titles. That's fair. What are Arena fans called? I think I've heard... I think I've heard the Daggerfall one at least once. A little saucy for polite company. What was the first one? Arena Fossils, that's right. Like, you're just old if you like Arena the most. Maybe someday the Morrowind fans will be the Fossils, and the Arena fans will be Primordial Ooze. Arena Big Bang. Ah! It's funny as Fossil kind of works better with Daggerfall, because it can be Dagger Fossil, you know? What the hell's the switch? Oh, probably down here. Must have been a big bang when it came out. Not really. It kind of did just okay, I think, when it came out. Like, I'm pretty sure it made its money back. But I don't think it made, like, a huge splash. I mean, they literally give the game away for free now, so... Clearly it made enough money for them. Same with Daggerfall. I will say, probably original Daggerfall would rank possibly lower than Arena, if I'm being real, just because of the psychotic dungeon design. But with Unity, Daggerfall ranks higher than Oblivion. Like, Daggerfall Unity, higher than Oblivion, still below, you know. Oh, hey, Grand Ring of Aegis. That's actually really useful. 18% shield is nice. get to the saving. Avoid all that happening again. Not sure what the title is for Daggerfall fans. I don't think it's established. I feel like I saw it once, but maybe I'm wrong. Dagger Sword, Dagger Cuck. That second one is rude. Dagger something not safe for stream. Cuck already was close to that.
Ow!
It begins with an F and an N and an A. Ah. Is it perhaps a word a British person might use to refer to a nicotine cigarette? Or perhaps a bundle of twigs? Actually works well as a name, but unfortunately not a good choice. I mean, it fits in, like, with the word, it's just... It's not a word one might wish to say. And by one, I mean me. I'm not fucking saying it. It might be used in those settings, yes. I had a feeling.
Ow!
Perhaps a word that also prevents me from saying fog with a Boston accent. Actually, hang on. Did I pass something in here? I don't remember. I'll always be looking at the walls. It's been some kind of ice sword. Alright, I got it first try this time. We got through like a few minutes what took almost half an hour before. Oblivion gets something which starts with a T. She can't say anymore because of association with learning disabilities. Ah. Something perhaps Naruto fans were called as well. Which, God, the internet was childish. I suppose boomer isn't exactly intended as a compliment either. They're all at least slightly insults. This is mine now. That's probably not supposed to look like that. These squares of missing light. That's probably not how that's supposed to work. But it's how it does work. They're all meant to be funny disparaging. It's definitely disparaging, but some of this stuff is just not really that funny anymore. panched. Punch you square through your skull. None of them got a dang thing worth taking. Why don't zombies carry any gold? Oh, a Daedric Cuirass I'm already wearing. Which does remind me. Armor up, so reset. See if your number go up. I do have a very high luck at this point, which actually has a decent effect on how likely your hammers are to break. Or at least people think it does. Finding out everything luck affects is kind of difficult, because it's hidden deep in the game's code, and I don't know if anyone's cracked it yet still. Last I checked, which was earlier this week, I think, it was still very unknown. Panch, panch, panch. Boo doo doo, boo doo boo. Oh, a load of gold, ebony ring. Very slow panel movement. That's fine. Again, I like this design. This is where they kind of started doing that. The looping dungeons. Like, I will say, for how much I love Morrowind, I don't think its dungeons are always amazing. To be fair, it was still leaps and fucking bounds above Daggerfall's absolute bullcrap. But a lot of times it really was guess what I'm thinking as a dungeon. Dagger Fossil and Arena Soar sound alright. Yeah, I still like calling them old. And Morrow Boomer. And them Sky Babies are Sky Coomers now. I believe that too, because it's probably got the most attractive character models by default. But also, with mods, for sure it has the most attractive characters. A lot of cooming in the Skyrim Nexus. A lot of it, yes. I mean, it introduced marriage. What was to be expected? People are gonna start, like, picking out waifus. When people start picking out waifus, they're gonna start trying to make them look like that. Alrighty. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Fish. Hey, Techno. I'm actually not quite at the worst part of the game yet, because I get to do the last part of Martin's thing first. But right after this, it's back to worst part of the game. Todd was really funny for making the only reasonably well-developed female NPC, making her a goth vampire, hiring Laura Bailey to voice her, then making her not available for marriage. It was really fucking funny. And what's funny is one of the other, like, at least a few of the other pretty interesting characters are also not marriageable. Ilya comes to mind, which was very surprising to me. That she's not a marriage candidate at all. Despite being probably one of the better companions you can have.
Good morning, sir.
Whoa!
With all due respect, sire, there must be another way. The risk is too great.
I know the risk. I was at Kavach.
There's also Brynjolf. A lot of people are very thirsty for Brynjolf.
The Countess will never agree to it.
She will. She must.
Very well. The blades are...
Hell are you wearing, Martin?
Disposal.
You're back. And you've got the Great Stone.
I said I'd get it.
You did. I can count on you.
There you go.
I never thought to see a great Welkin stone. As beautiful as all the old tales tell. But of course its beauty is a mask for its deadly power, like everything crafted by the Aelids. Now, we need only one more item, and we'll be ready to open a portal to Manka Cameron's realm.
Ilya, ever since we had that amazing first date where we killed your mom, who would become a horrific bird thing, I knew you were the one for me. To be fair, her mother actually hadn't turned into one yet. She was trying to, but she hadn't completed the ritual yet, so she was still a person. So what's the last thing we need?
I should have seen it sooner. It's the counterpart to the Great Welkin Stone, just as the first two were the opposed powers of the Daedra and the Divines. Welkin stones contain the concentrated power of Mundus. Their counterparts are sigil stones, which are used to hold open Oblivion gates. A great sigil stone, then, is what we require.
What's the catch?
You're not going to like it. Joffrey doesn't like it. The Countess of Bruma certainly isn't going to like it. Great sigil stones are the anchors of great gates. The kind of gate the mythic Dawn opened at Kavach. The kind of gate the mythic Dawn wants to open here to destroy Bruma.
I see. So we have to let them.
I said you weren't going to like it. The risk
Not
is
on
great.
paper, no.
No. I was at Kavach. I saw the terrible power of the Daedric siege engine. But we have no choice. The only way to recover the Amulet of Kings is to allow the mythic Dawn to proceed with their plan to attack Bruma.
At least you'll be here.
No. I'll lead the defense of Bruma myself.
For what possible
If I
fucking
am to
reason?
be Emperor, it's time I started acting like one.
Look, your pops didn't go to the battlefield much, to my knowledge. He just made me do shit. And it worked well, trust me. It was only when I stopped being here that shit started going really, really fucking south. I mean, I guess it actually started going south before he first started sending me off to do stuff, now that I think about it. But we were bouncing back. Yeagar Tharn. Wasn't it Jagar? Probably.
Remember when we first met in Kavach?
Not at all.
I told you that I didn't want any part of the God's plan. I still don't know if there is a divine plan, but I've come to
they've got a
realize
plan.
it
It's probably
matter.
not a good or smart plan,
What
but
matters is that
it's
we
a plan.
act, that we do what's right when confronted with evil. That's what you did at Kavach. It wasn't the gods that saved us. it was
Jaguar
you.
Thorn.
Were you acting for the gods? I don't know. But now, it's my turn to act.
Actually, don't remember the correct pronunciation, so can't remember the wrong one to make fun of him with. That's the thing, we brought this up way back when I played Arena. Is like, I stuck to Yeagar Tharn, but apparently in deleted dialogue from Silva Realmain? Whatever her name was. She says, Jagar. But it was deleted, so we don't actually know. Ah, sure. And we joked that when Ungoth killed him, he said, "Take that, Jagar Tharn." And he's like, "It's not a hard..." like, it's not a soft... and he chokes on his own blood and dies.
Please,
sure.
my friend. I need your judgment, not your obedience. I explain myself to you so you understand me, and so you can explain to the Countess.
Again, they give you dialogue options, but it's just one.
More convincing than you.
They force you to act a certain way towards Martin, no matter what. I'll tell her.
Good. Have her meet me in the Chapel of Talos for a council of war. That seems a fitting place to make such desperate plans.
They do force you to be a specific character doing the main quest. Hiccups. Yeah, what if I think Martin is a little bitch, Todd? Like, here's the thing. Even with, like, Serana, where you're still kind of forced to ultimately put your trust in her as a character, you still have options of how you treat her and how she responds to that treatment. It's still at least one level of role-playing afforded to you. Here, it's just... they didn't want Sean Bean to have to record lines differently, so... you can't be rude to him. Also, they didn't want this character to ever be rude to Sean Bean.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Hey,
Greetings.
what's up?
What news from Cloud Ruler Temple? A desperate plan indeed. This... prince? Emperor?
I think just Prince right now.
Martin would risk my whole city to gain a great sigil stone?
I mean, we gotta get the amulet.
This is the only way to stop this invasion from Oblivion?
Kinda, yeah.
I must confess, you are the first person to speak of victory against these Daedra. This war is.
What this game needs, instead of just dying, Patrick Stewart enters the Amulet of Kings, becomes a talking gem on your belt for the game. That would have been badass. And they can still have the part where the amulet gets stolen, and you're without your best buddy Patrick Stewart for a part of the game. Because apparently people can just talk to the kings in the amulet. Like, that's a thing that can happen. That's how they got some info about the Dragon Break. Apparently the Emperors in there were able to relay some info.
You avoid answering my question.
I do that a lot.
Very well. Don't think I doubt you. The rulers of Bruma have long had dealings with Cloud Ruler Temple. We know whom they serve.
Yeah, the Dragonborn, for now, until the Dragonborn decides it's a stupid idea what they're proposing.
I will order my men to stop.
Don't worry about
the gates
why I'm bringing that up.
for battle.
You can't hear me anyways. Delphine still pisses me off. I'll go kill fucking Parthenax. Yeah, I tell you what, Delphine. If he takes one step out of line, I'm going to rip his soul straight out of his body. But until then, I'm not gonna just fuck over the guy who's helped me do everything. I think even tyranny has a statute of limitations. 4 ages is probably long enough. Possibly 5. I forget if the dragon stuff was in the Merethic Age or in the age right before that. Was that into the first era, even? I can never remember how long before they got rid of most of the dragons. Like, I'm pretty sure they were mostly gone even by the time of the Battle of Red Mountain. And that was year 700 of the first era. Possibly earlier, depending on certain things. Even when dragon breaks happen tends to be a little fucked. If they're a dragon break.
Your Highness, I am Nerina Carvain, Countess of Bruma, at your service.
There is no need for any formality at this time. I am not Emperor yet, and I am quite new to this notion of being heir to the throne. Thank you for coming. I know I am asking for a great deal of trust, but this is the only way. I would not suggest it otherwise.
Hey, what's up?
Your champion has already explained the situation to me. I have agreed to it. We will not win this war through caution.
You have a rare gift to know when desperation is the path of wisdom. I will do everything in my power to defend your city, my lady.
If Bruma falls, the Empire falls with us. So be it. I will call out my militia if necessary, but must we truly stand alone? I don't think we can survive the Daedric onslaught.
Do I have to get more allies? Like, what happens if I don't? Like, actually, in-game? I genuinely don't know. Like, does anything actually change if I don't bother? Let me check. Mm-hmm. Less NPCs help you fight at the gate. We're on very low difficulty, so I think we'll be fine.
So be it. Bruma's fate is in the hands of the gods now.
Might be harder to keep Martin alive,
And
which you have to do,
yours.
because this is the one instance where he can die, and if he dies, the game forces you to reload.
Bird, deploy the
Brilliant
troops to
strategy,
battle.
Todd.
As you command, Countess.
Think we can handle this. I saved just after getting out, so if this doesn't work, I'll just hang on to that in case it doesn't work.
Martin,
More NPCs might make it harder by the same token, because Oblivion combat is a clusterfuck. That's also true, yeah. Martin Septum! Martin Septum! Martin! 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 Actually double-checked, it doesn't increase the number of combatants, but it replaces these, like, default militia guys with slightly better equipped characters. I was double-checking, like, Bruma militia are not... They just have kind of shoddy equipment, and you get better equipment if you go out and do it, basically. Well, the entrance to the temple where they have multiple NPCs in the same voice say, "Hail Martin Septum!" And no one realized how that would sound. Well... Martin and I have arrived on the battlefield. Must protect Martin until the Great Gate is open.
Soldiers of Cyrodiil, the Empire will stand or fall by what we do here today.
I'm also standing over here.
Will we let the Daedra do to Bruma what they did to Kavach? Will we let them burn our homes? We will let them kill our families? No, we make our stand here, today, for the whole of Cyrodiil. We must hold fast until the hero of Kavach can destroy their great gate. We must kill whatever comes out of that gate.
Don't worry, I'll also be helping you beat the shit out of anything that pops out.
You stand with me.
Blood for the Empire.
Oh, good, more. Who just came in his Sunday best. Kinda, yeah.
Here comes another one.
I like how half of them aren't bothering to fight.
Look out.
Third gate open.
Do your work.
Ooh. This is actually not looking great. Oh wait, that's Martin. Nah. Yep, nope. I saved before, so. Okay, we gotta go do all the bullshit, because Martin actually can't do this by himself. Alright. Hey, Jesus. At least start checking if Kavach can put anything out. Another instance of the Bethesda guys really thinking they cooked with this combat for some reason.
What is it, citizen?
Yeah. Just billions of enemies, and actually me being such a high level actively hurts this encounter. Because my NPC allies aren't scaling up with me, but the enemy spawns are. Hey guys, we can make Martin actually die in this fight and force a reload. That won't be an absolute clusterfuck.
A pleasure to speak. I have few enough men to spare, but you have more than earned our help. I will send what aid I can. Bruma must not share the fate of our city.
Okay. Got at least... What's that get me? Not now, Opera. That gets me... Huh. It doesn't actually seem to give you goddamned anything. I got +1 fame for talking to him. But... it doesn't look like he actually sends anyone. Which sucks, because this is the only one you'll definitely get for no work at all. Let's go to Anvil. Place I had to do a good bit of research on, because it's something I'm writing.
Hi there.
It sent me the wrong... Fuck.
Hi there.
Hey, what's up? Wait for whoever's in charge to show up today.
Good to see you. Yes? He's a most mysterious fellow. In many ways... Goodbye.
So I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be him. Locked still. There we go.
I am Milona Umbranox, Countess of
Hey, what's up?
Anvil. I hope you enjoy your visit. I trust you will give us no cause to regret our hospitality to strangers.
Nah, it's fine.
I would like to send help to Bruma, but I cannot risk weakening Anvil's defenses with that Oblivion gate open outside the city.
Yeah, sure.
Goodbye.
Oblivion, the only RPG that gets harder when you level up.
How goes it?
That's not true, but you know what I mean. Leveling up feels like it makes you weaker because all the allied NPCs won't scale with you, but all the enemy NPCs still will. To some extent. I mean, it'll start spawning stronger ones. Though maybe the Oblivion Gate ones are fixed? I don't know.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up? Yay, time to go into Oblivion. Oh! Why does this Storm Atronac have legs? Ow! Weird. Knock off Argonian. "16 Daedra princes, each with his own realm of oblivion. If only that were the truth. Not only are there not 16 of them, some of them don't have their own realm. There's at least 2 more. Another instance where you can't believe how disconnected the Oblivion devs were from the actual experience playing their game. I thought raiding the same 5 Oblivion gates over and over again was absolutely riveting. To be a fly on the wall when they discussed half the design choices in this. What if we do almost nothing everyone liked about Morrowind? Prince and their realm are the same thing. By definition, a prince has a realm. Well, okay, I'll give just one example here then. Jiggalag doesn't seem to have a distinct realm from Sheogorath, even after they split off. At least not yet. At this exact point. Sheogorath and Jiggalag were the same individual, so they had the same realm. What happened to Jiggalag after that, who can say? Ithelia does not count. I knew that Ithelia was the one I was really bringing up there. Ithelia appears to also be their attempt to canonize alternate timelines. Where, like, the different choices you can make in the games are still happening in real. Maybe Jiggalag has a realm now and we never get to see it? Possibly. I have to say, that's probably one of the bigger fumbles of Skyrim, is not having Jiggalag even mentioned. You know? There should have been a new Daedric quest for Jiggalag. I think it's a real fumble to not have him show up in any capacity, after Shivering Isles was also really popular, you know? Like, they tried to correct it a bit with the Creation Club thing, having some Shivering Isles stuff, but it wasn't enough, really. This Creation Club stuff is almost never enough. Who knows, maybe Elder Scrolls 6 will feature Ithelia and Jiggalag with Daedric quests. Wouldn't that be something? Even if Ithelia still doesn't make very much sense. I think I must have passed the entrance. Ah! God better never mention Ithelia. To be fair, I don't think we've experienced the actual story of her just yet. Maybe it's actually kind of good and interesting. We don't know yet. We've heard of her and played the game some, but I know I haven't played whatever expansion she was part of. Not only is she a bad Mary Sue ripoff of Jiggalag, is she? It's literally just some wannabe Wiccan TikTok bitch in design. Noted. She's gonna try to sell me healing crystals. I already have a JO crystal, miss. It works perfectly, but not at all. Just like yours do. So I don't want to hear it. Meat Harbor. Ah, the nether tunnels. That must be how I actually get up there. It's gotta be that one, right? Other than being a secret, like, forgotten Daedric prince, in what way is she a ripoff of Jiggalag? Because, like, Jiggalag was at least mentioned in, like, books in Daggerfall. And when you, like, hear about him there, you're like, huh, where's this guy? Crux of her story is she was so powerful, her Maes Mora feared her enough to destroy her by erasing all knowledge of her. Okay, that is also reminiscent of Jiggalag. A Daedric prince so powerful, they were kind of gotten rid of by others. That does sound pretty similar, I will admit. Jiggalag, they teamed up to turn him into something else. There was a team-up required. Ah! Ow. Passively power spikes Mora in this one specific instance. Also a ripoff of Azura, because Prophecy and Fate are Azura's sphere. That is true. Whoop. I mean, whatever the deal is, she never gets mentioned again after the second era, so obviously she's not important. I don't even know how the story ends with her. There's not a single remotely novel idea about her. The only one I will grant is that apparently her existence confirms multiple timeline stuff or something. I don't know. But they already did that with shadow magic, so... It's not even really original. Boop. 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 Owies. Ah. Stupid. Let's check on my gear real quick. A little banged up. Let's at least get everything above 90. I'm sure there are ideas in ESO that are good. That's just not one of them. I did see, because I was looking up marriage ceremonies across Tamriel for reasons. I don't know if those reasons will matter or not, but just lore rabbit hole. I looked up in ESO. There is like a thing where players can marry each other. And you do it with Rings of Mara, because it's like a special item you have to get. You can do it at either a Shrine of Mara, which is found all over the game, or There's exactly 2 places in Morrowind where you can do it at a shrine to Almalexia instead, which I thought was kind of fun. Whoop. I think most of the Sotha Sil stuff is pretty cool. I mean, getting to see Sotha Sil at all is fun. Argonian marriage ceremony erasure. Yeah, they haven't done the Argonian one yet. To be fair, they haven't done a lot with Black Marsh, realistically. They've done bits and pieces, but there's a gold band and the flawless sapphires. Weren't they flawless amethysts? I feel like I remember them being purple. I think the sapphires were for the other thing. So I might be misremembering. There's 2 quests to gather materials to get rings in the same fucking city from Argonians. So I'm gonna mix them up a little, no matter what they are. It's like there was an argument over who got to decide that for the quest, so they decided to just do 2 of them. Oh good, my speed's being drained. What a cool mechanic. You're right, he wants amethyst. Medesi wants sapphires, but they have the same voice. They have the same voice, and they both want shit to make jewelry. And they're both Argonians, and they're both in fucking... whatever that city is. Like, it's no one's fault to get that shit mixed up. It's no one's fault except the devs. Riften, that was the name of it. I'm in rant mode, so I don't remember the names of things. Fucking ow. It's not dealing damage, but it was stunning me a while. The reason I remember it's amethysts is because it was a person who actually proposed with an Argonian-style wedding band, and the pictures of it are stuck in my mind. Ah, that. Ah, good. Stunning. He's done more damage to himself than to me at this point. Case in point, he died of it. Alright, you guys gonna stop staggering me for 4 fucking seconds? OBS, would you shut the fuck up? Nothing happened. I know there's a floating cursor, but nothing actually got clicked. I will say, for all ESO has decided to show off some of the other species and stuff we don't often get to see, like the Maormer and the Lamias, and there's also this like type of shrimp lobster people, other than the Drech, obviously. You get to see some of them. Apparently one boat of them helped during the All Flags Navy, They tried to signal, like, a thanks to them, but they never responded, and never saw, like, help from them again. Like, it just showed up when they were about to get beaten by a slowed ship. And they were like, oh my god, thank you. Like, they sent flag signals, and they just couldn't hear back from them ever. So they don't know what the hell that was about. Which is a cool, mysterious boat story, honestly. Yeah, much more boring in almost every case. I mean, I guess in the sense that, like, you get to see them. The amazing stories are never... The stories you hear are never... are always going to be more interesting than actually seeing the thing. Marmar are said to have translucent, jelly-like flesh. They're just white elves. Again, sometimes... I'm willing to accept some stuff is just tall tales by people who are trying to exaggerate. But at the same time, they are declawing some of the info. They are... I think, to a large degree, Bethesda has gotten scared to make things weird. Even TR has them with veins and shit. Yeah, I'm writing a Maormer in here. I think I'll have them with, like, probably a bit more lore accurate. They're, like, in the wrong lighting, you can actually see their skeleton. But if it's, like, decently dark out, they actually look kind of normal. Oh, damn.
Die, damn you.
I think that could be an interesting way to do it.
Mud crabs more fearsome than you.
No, hello.
Hello.
Hail.
Supposed to be unsettling in appearance, not just white elves. Yeah. But then there's the Lamias, who I'd argue they actually made more interesting. Because the Lamias in Daggerfall are just sexy woman up top, like, eel body below. Now they're actual weird aquatic snake things. With arms. That sometimes get mistaken for... Or sometimes... It raises more questions about the Sieski, their existence. Like, are they relatives of the Sieski? What is that about? They used to actually have their flesh fully translucent with alpha properties, so you can see through them, but that was very glitchy visually. I can see why they wouldn't want to do that, but they could make it where it's like... You can see their veins very distinctly. Like, I could see even a big one not quite wanting to do that. ESO taking our horny away from us? Not fully, because... Do you want to know where ESO says Lamias come from? Or Lamia, actually. It says all the Lamia you fight are descended from one weirdo elf who did it with one Lamia in his traveling circus and just kind of left them there. And that they only reproduce, according to some of the stories, by stealing men from other races because they're an all-female species. There's the mermaid, or Selkie, which... This is literally the only instance of one in Tess lore, period. Literally, this is it. Mermaids are not spoken of elsewhere, except as something of a derogatory term for Maormer.
And now act lost that they are gone. Only death remains for Tamriel. Death!
Good for him, living his best life. What are they like in Project Cyrodiil? I feel like I might have missed them when I played it. I don't know.
Evening.
Hey, what's up? The weird shrimp lobster people, I can't speak one way or the other on. I don't know if they're weird, because I'm not fully sure if they existed before either. At least got to see some of the other Khajiit first stocks. There's a couple of Alfiq, and Alfiq are the only ones whose name I recall off the top of my head. Really annoying. They're underwater enemies, hang out near shipwrecks. Fast, they hit you with high damage spells and one-shot you.
You sure gave those damn
Sucks.
Daedra what for? It makes us all feel better to have someone like you around.
Yeah, it's cool and all.
I've heard that you've closed the Oblivion Gate outside Anvil. I honor you for your bravery and service.
This
to my
underwater
city.
range management is a pain.
With
yeah.
Anvil safe for the moment, I will send some of my best soldiers to bolster the Bruma garrison.
Hitboxes are wonky too? I believe it.
Good day.
Okay, what does Anvil send? They send 2 of their own soldiers. Which works. I think I'll go to Horrell next, because they also send 2, and then I'll see if those 4 upgrades are enough. If they're not, I'll look at the unique characters that can also get sent.
Yes?
Castle Horrell. I know it's probably Chorrell, but Horrell is funny.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, I'm Leith
It's
Wampick,
Coral?
the chief
That's
herald
even funnier.
and Countess Velga's attendant. Welcome to Coral. The Countess is in attendance from 8 in the morning, and if you wish to...
Alright. I'll just wait here. Ah, she just left, didn't she? Alright. Yeah, he did say Coral. I'm gonna keep saying Horrell to be funny. Because it is. You can't convince me otherwise.
It's a pleasure to meet you. While I understand Bruma's, I cannot...
Yeah, I'll go deal with that.
Goodbye.
Hey!
Oh, it is right outside.
It's you. Hi.
Yeah, just over here. Nope. I got another level up, even though it didn't say it in the top left corner. Is there a camp nearby? Doesn't look like it. You found a gate to Oblivion. Just one. Don't worry about it. Let me check on my gear again. Armor up. That ought to do it for now. It's gotta be in the middle one. Anched. It's weird to use conjuration magic inside Oblivion, isn't it? Like, it's weird. I don't think it's wrong. Like, realistically, I imagine it's actually easier. But it's still weird, right? It's like you go to hell and fight a demon and they summon a second demon. Like, where was that? Why wasn't he just standing here with you? It feels like you've made this more complicated than it need to be. They're from here. Why do you need to summon them? I know that's not even close to practically speaking. Like, practically, yeah, it is very useful to just be able to call a friend whenever you want. There are infinite realms of Oblivion? Yeah, but it's still funny. I ask questions I already know the answer to, solely because it's funny to think about. Which it is. Not the one I meant to go into. Wastes. Wastes. Greaves of the Tree Runner. That's a really funny name. Also to wastes. Is it only the waste stores here? Fine, then I'll drop down. Ha!
Join my trophies.
Come back here, you bastard. You run away? Who said you could go anywhere? Ow.
Ow! Ow!
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yeah. Why is everything all blurry? Ah, perfect place to do that. Missed me. Gold. Gold. Here we go. Corridors of Dark Salvation. Bastard. Can I take your helmet? Nope, you're not the kind I can steal the helmet of. Lame. Die. Strength damaged. Oh, a lot of effects on now. A lot of things being drained. Though I think those are temporary. Motherfucker blocking with a staff? What a pansy. Shoot me with lightning! Oh no, my conjuration skill I rely on so heavily. Just one. Here we go. Could start using some of these stones on my armor. Like, see what kind of enchantments they can give. And the game crashed. Lovely. I had a sixth sense of that happening, but I'd already taken the stone when I thought of it, so... Ain't that just lovely? Ain't it, you know? The game can't go an hour without a crash. Save often. The Plains of Oblivion are a dangerous realm. Yeah, they just stop working sometimes. No one's quite sure why. Even all the engine fixes in the world won't stop it from just fucking falling apart once in a while. Even all the, like, engine and bug fix mods just basically bring it up to only crash as often as console instead of, you know, what it was doing before. Just, let's be real, the console versions still fucking crash all the time. Okay. Console versions are often worse. Often. I think in this case specifically, because it was made for those consoles, so long as you're playing it on the original console. I don't know about, like, the stream play or whatever they do for more modern stuff. If you're playing it on the original console, it'll be okay. Skyrim for the PS3, the worst version? Oh, yeah, that. I'm talking about Oblivion specifically here. A big part of Oblivion's problem is it just doesn't know what to do with more modern hardware. I've heard the Switch version doesn't have crash problems, but it's fucking dark as shit. And I mean, like, you literally can't see a damned thing if you're in a cave. More hands. I am never going to let Bethesda live down. They released a remaster of their buggiest game, and it's worse. It's worse on the bugs side. And I cannot fucking believe they managed to do that. That was the main thing you needed to fix first. Like, it's just... Right, they updated a few of the gameplay mechanics that desperately needed it. Primarily the really dumb way health scaled. Actually, a lot of the stat scaling just didn't work in general because of how stuff scaled. Like, that way of doing it works in Morrowind, where your level kind of doesn't matter that much. Your level doesn't matter much as far as, like, what enemies show up. Enemies that spawn in are the enemies that spawn in Morrowind. So if you get bad level ups early on, it kinda still doesn't matter a lot. In fairness, they didn't manage to do that. They managed to get someone else to do it for them. Yeah, which isn't better. Those enemies in Morrowind are hand-placed. They don't spawn, they're just there. When you kill them, they're gone. Many creatures in the world are leveled, but the level ranges are small. Yeah. Being slowed. There we go. Let's... Sickle stone. Close the Oblivion gate outside of Horrell. I think it might be peak comedy, intentionally making the wrong letter silent in a word. Or unsilencing a letter that should be silent. I have knowledge on many things. So long as it's on purpose.
Who will help an old...
And it's obvious it's for a bit.
Yes. Fast for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
I say Horrell knowing full well that's not how you say it. Do I have any damage stats right now? Looks like no. Castle Horrell's over here. Renaud? Jermaine? Who is this? This is supposed to be someone, but I don't recall who. I don't think it's supposed to be Saint Alessia. Statue in Horrell.
How goes it? Greetings.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, I'm back.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
We already met.
Your reputation precedes you, Hera. I will now gladly send soldiers to aid in the defense of Bruma. Consider it done.
Kick ass.
Goodbye.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Cloud Ruler Temple just to level up. I'll save and see if these extra soldiers will be enough. Because those two each give you 2 soldiers. Who are powered up a bit.
Good afternoon, sir.
Saint Osla, healer from the sack of Sancretor. Ah. Wrong side. Beds are on this side. Here we go. 90 luck. So she means I'm fast approaching maxing out stuff. Nengoth, despite doing so much less, might be way stronger than Legathog was. I genuinely don't remember if Legathog got to this high a level. Oh yeah, should give this to Martin. Forgot I had it set up before doing that.
You're back.
Gonna skip through this because we already did all that. Like, this is gonna sound weird. I don't know if this is gonna make sense. How it feels, how Oblivion's main quest feels. It feels like an OC insert rewrite of a story already existing. Like, it feels like Martin's story is here, and the Hero of Kvatch was written in later. You know? You don't feel necessary for... To be fair, it's because the characters don't really feel like they're growing and changing. Martin is changing, but not for, like, discernible reasons. He's just doing things when you leave him alone off-screen for a while.
Fantastic. Thanks for asking. Good. Good day. Take care. Good. How goes it? Anyone for worship?
Greetings.
We go to the Capel.
Well met.
Or the Happel of, as the people in Horror call it. They don't say it that way. Shut up.
Go on. I've heard others. They say that the Oblivion gates have opened outside City. The Great Prince all across Camarilla. There's a new arena grand champion now.
Gotta give Oblivion credit for this. I can jump on rooftops to, you know, sustain my mind while I try to rant about stuff. But yeah, while the Hero of Kvatch is this cool big hero who does things, I don't feel like I'm making any kinds of choices to affect the outcome. So, Oblivion, in a lot of ways, feels like I even have less roleplay potential than even Fallout 4. Hell, even less than Fallout 3 in some ways. And that's something that hurts to say. Talking specifically about the main quests. I don't feel like... I don't know. I don't feel like I'm playing much of a role at all. I don't feel like I have a character here. I feel like I'm just... Martin's, Blades commander got to get a backstory.
Countess of Bruma at your service.
There is no need for any formality at this time. I am not
Greetings
Emperor
to
yet, and I am quite new to this
And not
nation.
much of one.
Heir to the throne. Thank you for coming. I know I am asking for a great deal of trust, but this is the only way. I would not suggest it otherwise.
Your champion has already explained the situation to me. I have agreed to it. We will not win this war through caution.
You have a rare gift, to know when desperation is the path of wisdom. I will do everything in my power to defend your city, my lady.
If Bruma falls, the Empire
I'm just playing my
falls
gacha
with us.
game while this goes
So
on.
be it. I appreciate the help you have brought to Bruma. I begin to think we have a chance. But my militia is no substitute.
Let's see
So-
if this is enough. You know? It's like, I don't know, we might do this. Like, her militia alone just kind of gets slaughtered, which...
Huzzah for the Emperor! Martin!
For the Emperor!
God. It really is amazing the Mythic Dawn managed to track down every other illegitimate child Uriel had, because Martin wasn't the only one. Let's be entirely real here. Uriel was a hound dog. It's like, really? Did you happen to check with a certain queen who a letter was delivered to, kill all her kids just to be safe? Alright, the battlefield to find one open Oblivion gate. Once all three are open, the Mythic Dawn will open a great gate, which I must enter and retrieve its great sigil stone. In fact, did they happen to check if, I don't know, for some reason there's this orc who was able to operate the Heart of Tiber Septum, which implies he is of that bloodline somehow. Might go check on him. I'm talking about that plot hole in Daggerfall I don't think ever got explained. Now, the King of the Orcs could apparently use that, even though they straight up said you need specific blood to do it.
Soldiers of Cyrodiil, the Empire
Tiber Septum was an orc.
will stand or fall by what we do here today. Will we let the
Come on, we all know Tiber Septum was a
what they did
Breton.
to Kavach? Will we let them burn our homes?
With a thing for underage Dunmer. Ew.
No, we make our stand here today for the whole of Cyrodiil. We must hold fast.
Yeah, that's what MK was getting at when he said that time Tiber Septum was an orc.
We must kill whatever comes out of that gate.
Maybe Tiber Septum's origins are a dragon break, who knows? He was an orc, he got with an orc baddie and had an orc baby. Maybe they meant he metaphorically became an orc. Maybe he meant he metaphorically became an orc. Maybe Tiber Septum just took over an orc stronghold and became its chieftain and did as the chieftains do. You catch my meaning.
Look out! Here comes another one.
Abandon them because you orcs. They got better from being an orc.
Here comes another one.
Like, do you think Malakath would let that slide? Genuinely? If a non-orc challenged a chieftain for chieftainship, would that count? Malakath would be pissed at the one for losing, but I don't think he'd still let you take over if you won, if you weren't an orc.
This ends here.
He seems to give absolutely zero shits about anything that's not an orc. Because Malakath plays favorites. I had a feeling, you know? Third gate opened. We are doing a little bit better. To bully his followers for following a non-orc to rule them. Yeah, I think genuinely he'd just kill everyone in that situation if he could. Be like, you deserve to die because you lost. but the rest of you also deserve to die because you didn't, like, just jump him after he won. Because it doesn't count if it's not an orc. Great Gate is open. Okay, they held out long enough this time. Alright, just those two were enough. I'm glad. I get to skip the worst of it. That can't be fucking good. I've entered the Great Gate. The Daedric siege engine is crawling towards the portal. If it exits the gate before I reach the sigil stone, all is lost. Well, I best not let that fucking happen then. I'm a Dunmer, so I can kind of just speedrun this part. I think this works. Ow! I think a story where Tiber Septim is somehow cursed into an orc for a while. He lives among them for a while and has a kid. Then he gets better, and that's why he famously hates orcs. Because he's forced to be one for a while. He's an informed hater. Nope. Hey, you'll never guess what happened. You'll never guess what happened when I tried to open my menu. Game crashed. That is still an interesting story, yeah. Alright, we gotta do all that shit again.
I appreciate that.
Menu open and nothing unintentional happened at all? Just like every time you open a menu in Oblivion.
Martin!
This time I'm saving before I rush into the Great Gate, you know? Every time I open my menu, I'm rolling a dice. I'm rolling a few dice to see if the game decides it forgot how menus work. I didn't ask it to do anything strange. This is a very basic function. We sit here and play my gacha until Martin gets by to do his thing.
Soldiers of Cyrodiil, the Empire will stand or fall by...
Yeah, here are special soldiers, who have better equipment, and I think better stats, but maybe just better equipment. Hard to say.
Will we let them burn our homes? We will let them kill our families? No, we make our stand here, today, for the whole of Cyrodiil.
Yeah, this is them doing, you know, Aragorn at the gates. Because, of course.
Can destroy their great gate. We must kill whatever comes out of that gate. Soldiers of Cyrodiil, do you stand with me? Get this.
The real problem with this segment here is that the sheer number of enemies coming out also means you're gonna run out of stamina very fast and have no real opportunity to get it back. Like, during the first gate, you get some opportunities, but, like, if you didn't stock up on stamina potions, which... I mean, obviously, beware if you do that shit. I'm just gonna focus on trying to deal with spellcasters, because they can swarm anyone in melee.
You'll never take me down!
Lena.
You're pathetic.
Yeah, as you can see, because my stamina's dropped so much, I actually do jack shit damage now. Because your stamina has an effect on that in a game where they decided regaining stamina is illegal. I genuinely think Oblivion has a shit stamina system. Alright, big one's going up. We're gonna make a save here. And I go through. You have to deal with not just this nonsense, but also convincing people that an orc is their rightful emperor. Alternative Oblivion story where the last living septim heir is an orc. You have to deal with not just this nonsense. It's like, we make it not just bad, we make it worse. Yeah, not fighting a damn thing, we're just going through. It's... What the hell is happening? What the fuck was all that? Game? Something's wrong. Something is very wrong here. Okay, if I'm not staring down at it, it's not moving. What the hell was that about? That was weird. Go up further. Cool, willpower drain. That's the fun mechanic. It's fine, probably. Ha! I guess I could have just run across Dunmer style. Whatever. Game crashed trying to do that before when I opened a menu. I didn't know if it was going to do it again. Oh, cool, gates that are opened elsewhere. I care so immensely about that rule. I'll give Oblivion credit for letting me do that shit. That's utter bullcrap I just did, but it let me. Oh! Probably why they removed acrobatics from Skyrim, because they hated that people started doing that. Supposed to play our tedious bullshit. To be fair, Skyrim's, like, dungeons aren't tedious bullshit, so... I don't want to skip them. 11 minutes till the close. Come on. Can't catch me. First 5 million playthroughs, I certainly want to skip Bleak Falls, not gonna lie. But that's Bleak Falls. And that's also, like, you've played it 1,000 times. But your first, like, even your first 2 or 3 times playing it, it's still, like, a good dungeon. Like, here's the thing. That's just because you played it so much. It's not a bad dungeon. They should have planned for me to replay it 1 billion times, because it's normal. Aha! Tricked ya. Stole your big shit. Doesn't hurt. that thing was not out the door. Reach the Great Sigil Stone and close the gate. Battle of Bruma's won. Now to give the Sigil Stone to Martin.
Someone can murder! Murder!
I've never noticed that before. They have a Sigil Stone pop out of this. What do I have on the Sigil Stones here? I've been meaning to check. Frost damage or resist frost. Fortify willpower or demoralize on strike. Dispel on strike or spell absorb on self. Frost damage or frost shield. Disintegrate weapon or fortify blade. Frost shield is okay. Spell absorb is actually really good. I might put that on something. Actually, it feels kind of unnecessary.
We won a great victory here today.
I can't use any of the
We
weapon
now
ones,
have the
obviously,
means to
because
recover
no
the
weapon.
Amulet of Kings from Manca Cameron. But we need to act quickly. Cameron will not take long to recognize his danger. Remember.
Okay, so
the portal
realistically, you
closes
only
behind
need to
you.
do
Anything
Coral
you need,
and
carry it
Anvil
with you.
to get
I'll have the ritual ready in the
to
great
get enough
hall when you
soldiers to
arrive.
reasonably take that
Farewell.
on.
Farewell, my friend. Do you need something? As a young man, I grew impatient with Mages Guild restrictions, as did many of my fellow apprentices. We threw ourselves into the riddles of Daedric magic. We hungered for forbidden secrets. Knowledge and power were our gods.
I think the Dwemer did something
You can
like
guess
that.
the rest. We got in over our heads. People died.
Still better than how the Dwemer ended up, trust me.
I put those days behind me.
There's one of them
The
left.
bitter wisdom that one has
Friend
been
of mine,
through
actually.
is not without value.
You probably wouldn't enjoy meeting him. I think he's still, like, really tumory.
I have everything necessary for the ritual to use the Xarxes to open a portal to Cameron's paradise. Remember, the portal will close behind you, so you will need to take everything you need. The only way to... Our only hope is to recover the Farewell, my friend.
Anvil soldier, a Bruma militia, a Kvatch soldier. Oh, Kvatch did send people. Alright. I guess Kvatch actually sends extras. Yeah, mostly Bruma militia died. Ah, Joffrey went down. That sucks. Joffrey, this is when you died. Ah, sucks. I mean, I knew you were dead. We weren't, like, friends or anything, but we were co-workers for a minute. Feels a little bad to see you dead. I've mentioned I think Ungoth knew about Martin, but I've never gone too deep into how much I think he knew. I don't think Uriel would have told him specifically, so simply because he didn't actually say the words to Joffrey either. But he gave him something that got Ungoth there by himself. And Goth often wondered, why's he hiding this one? There's like 6 others who everyone knows about. Uriel, you're my friend, but we could not be more different in this one instance. Pull out, man. Right. Ungoth, no kids, because intimacy is weird and scary, but also he might be a weird mutant thing. And also, he kind of just has difficulty in that area, generally. Uriel, anything that moves. If he didn't know any better, Uriel would have wondered if Ungoth was one of his. He's not, but the thought crossed his mind at least once. When he started doing crazy shit. Martin, are you not, like, trained how to wear that stuff properly? Because you are lagging behind, buddy. I can run backwards and beat you to the temple. Going off, my friend. You damn skippy I am. Ah, the snow. Maybe it could have been something like... I've seen some fan art of, like, whatever their big Daedric revelry was that got a bunch of people killed and Joffrey kind of just dragging Martin out of it. Like, literally a near-dead Martin dragged out of it, barely conscious. I wonder if that's the kind of thing that Joffrey goes, I need someone who can actually fight to help with this. Ungoth, are you free? With what? I need to save someone named Martin. Why? I don't think I'm allowed to tell you. Uriel fucked his mom and it's his, isn't it? I can't answer that. That means it's definitely yes. Alright, let's go. I hate how quickly you catch on to certain things, but how long it takes you to catch on to so much other things. I know how Uriel operates. He cannot keep it in his robes. I actually finished the main story today, and then I'll just do Shivering Isles a little bit, maybe. What? Ew, no, of course Uriel did not fuck his mom. No, I'm saying the child's mother. Oh, that's what you meant. I do love I also invented the story of how Ungoth checked if any of the legitimate heirs were Daedra. He'd just sneak up behind them and bash them over the head with, like, a sack. And if they turned into Daedra and attacked him, then they were Daedra. At least he figured that's probably what that meant. It didn't happen with any of them, but, you know. You gotta check at least once. If they passed out cold, they were definitely Uriel's pansy-ass kids. If they got up, they were probably his actually trying kids. Goth, when I asked you to employ your expertise to test if my children were still my children, I was expecting a magical solution. It's pretty magical, trust me. Ask Akato if you want blood tests. I mean, this still counts as a blood test, just not the one Akato does.
I have everything in place for the ritual.
Kick ass.
I'll open the portal whenever you're ready. I don't know what you'll find in Cameron's paradise.
Probably Cameron.
I do know the portal I create through the Mysterium Xarxes ritual will close behind you. You'll have to find another way back.
I'll try killing Mankar Cameron.
Cameron acts as the anchor for paradise, just as a sigil stone anchors an Oblivion gate in place.
Alright, I'll rip his head off.
Kill Manka Cameron, and you will unmake his paradise.
By that logic, shouldn't destroying a sigil stone break the Oblivion gates too? Oh, thanks for following, Suddenly High. Welcome in.
Farewell, my friend. Brace yourself.
Yeah, see ya, kid. I know you don't live much longer after this part. Dreams and memories and stuff. Thank you, thank you. Thank you as well. Just repair this stuff. Never found a Daedric helmet, but we're good with what we got. Whenever the skill upgrades, I want to jump out and back in to see if it increases odds. I feel like it resets. Portal to Paradise. Battlehorn Castle? Huh? Nah, I'm in Paradise. Best place. I don't recall what Battlehorn Castle is. Arrived in Cameron's Paradise. Portal closed behind me. Must find Mankar Cameron, kill him, and recover the Amulet of Kings. I mean, it seems kinda nice so far.
So, the cat's paw of the Septims.
You'll see it was who you mean for the helmet. Oh.
You didn't think you could
Battlehorn
take
Castle is a place to find
unawares
it.
here
Oh yeah,
of all
I guess so.
places, in the paradise that I created.
No, but I also don't care.
Look now upon my paradise. Gaia Alata in the old tongue, a vision of the past and the future.
Why are the roads shit in your vision of the past and future? You want the roads to be covered in dirt and unwalkable? Oh, I should mention, I actually don't think I have Battlehorn Castle, which was surprising to me. I don't have any of the, like, player home bases. I have everything else. I have Knights of the Nine and the Shivering Isles. But I don't have the player home. Actually, I don't have the plugins, I should say. I have the DLCs, but not the plugins. Shivering Isles, Knights of the Nine, I have. I do not have
Behold
the player
savage
bases.
God,
I do not have
where my
Maroon's
disciples
Razor.
are tempered for
Didn't mean
a
to come
higher
off wrong. This is
destiny,
one of your two favorite games.
to rule over Tamriel. If you are truly the
I'm
hero
always
of
scared of
destiny,
this
as I
happening.
hope, the garden
Because this
will
is
not hold you
probably
for long.
one of my less
Lift
favorite
your eyes to Tayrek
Elder
Haggar,
Scrolls games.
My seat at the pinnacle of paradise. I shall await you there.
There's a lot I don't dig about it. And I don't want to stop you from having fun playing the game, though. But just understand I'm going to... Well, I suppose most of my major complaints are actually over by this point. I'm in the home stretch of the game where the complainy stuff is kind of done with. I just got through the Great Sigil Stone thing, which... That fight's really annoying. But also, help for Bruma is equally annoying. But I got by only getting assistance from the two places that give the most assistance. Or, I guess 3, because I also got some Kvatch soldiers jumping in. Like, I made do with just enough boost. And a hand up. And you didn't come off wrong. You were trying to offer me advice on how to find something. I completely missed what you were saying. Is it not set as my active quest, or is it just not? I guess I just figure it out. That's fine. Grew up on it, so it's nostalgic. What's your build? See the armor, so you know you're pretty far if you're new. Oh, no, this is my... I think this is my 3rd time playing. Yeah, I'm doing unarmed... Oh, dear. Okay, here's one of my big issues with Oblivion. Game crashed again. It's alright, I saved as soon as I got into Paradise, so we didn't lose much. I totally get being nostalgic for it, though. You're so sorry, it's totally okay. I'm doing mainly an unarmed heavy build. And that's pretty clear. I was kind of trying to blast through the game, but I wound up really high leveled by accident. I'm level 36. And I am using a mod that uses the stat progression from the remaster.
So,
the one thing the remaster did well.
Arrives at last.
Because the reason I'm not playing the remaster here is...
You could take
the remaster... Okay, while this game crashes a lot, the remaster actively data leaks your other programs and makes them crash. When I streamed the remaster, it kept making my OBS streaming software fall apart.
And the future.
Hey, I've got mods for performance and for fixing crashes, but the random crashes will still happen when they feel like.
Where my disciples are tempered for a higher destiny, to rule over Tamriel Reborn. If you are truly the hero of destiny, as I hope, the garden will not hold you for long. Lift your eyes to Karek Agayalor, my seat at the pinnacle of
Do you do
paradise.
exploits? I'm close to 50 times beating it. No, all of you want. I'm a little late to start doing exploits, unfortunately. Because this is like the end of the game, and I'm probably at most going to do a little bit of Shivering Isles. Because this is also a very character-driven thing. So what I kind of did was bring one character through all the games, except Oblivion specifically. But now I'm having him have a nightmare of living through Oblivion. The reason not Oblivion specifically is because not only is the protagonist of the third game kind of said to be in somewhere else during this one, you also turn into Sheogorath at the end.
You fought well.
Never heard of it.
Our clan sacked your city of Kvatch. A trifling task, fit for scamps. Your swift retribution earned you much respect among my people. We had not expected that a mortal would act with such resolution and honor. It is no dishonor for us to speak.
Okay. I want to fight Mankar Cameron.
You speak directly, like one of my people almost. I'm
you don't turn into Sheo, but I know what you mean. I know Sheo becomes you. It's weird, but it is to understand the hero of Kvatch is Sheogorath. Why is Bro the ugliest being in all the realms? I think because Dremora faces weren't supposed to be seen. This is a dream? Sort of. It's an invoked nightmare. Sheogorath, Vermina, and Vermina at least are doing something to him. What do you want, then?
There is but one way out of the garden. I guard that path. You will travel that path, and it will bring me honor to defeat you. But you shamed my kin at Ganona. To bring you into my service, that would also bring me honor. So I offer you a choice. Would you confront me in battle? Or offer me service?
His teeth are actually curved like that. I'd choose battle, honestly. I'd rather fight you.
Your mind follows the simple path. The choice of an animal.
Oh no, I just don't want to help you because I don't like you and want to hurt you.
You will fail, mortal. And then where will you be? Dead and nothing.
Are you crazy sure about that part? Have the bands of the Chosen. Find the door to the Forbidden Grotto and see if he was telling the truth.
How little you understand. You cannot stop Lord Dagon.
Ah, that's a funny
The
one.
principalities have sparkled as gems in the black reaches of Oblivion since the first morning. Many are their names and the names of their masters. The cold harbor of Meridia, Periite's quagmire, the 10 moon shadows of Mephala, and Dawn's beauty, the princedom of Lorkon, misnamed Tamriel, by deluded mortals.
You are immensely stupid. First off, Cold Harbor is Molag Bal's domain, not Meridia's.
Yes, you understand now.
What? No, I'm yelling at you.
Tamriel is just one more Daedric realm of oblivion.
Second of
long
all,
since lost to its prince when he was betrayed.
Are you talking about
by those
Nirn?
that served him.
Do you genuinely not?
Lord Dagon cannot invade Tamriel.
Oh, I was thinking of
his
Jiggalite. You become share
birthright.
replacement. Was
He
wrong.
comes to liberate
yeah.
the occupied lands.
No, you idiot. Tamriel isn't a realm of oblivion. Tamriel is a continent of Nirn, you idiot. If you want to say Nirn is a realm of oblivion, you might have an argument, but... guy doesn't know anything about his own cosmology. Or the person writing him didn't check with anything.
Ask yourself, how is it that mighty gods die, yet the Daedra stand incorruptible?
Caught in the fall of the Great Gate.
Please.
How is it that the Daedra forthrightly proclaim themselves to man, while the gods cower behind statues and the faithless words
MK wrote
of
this
traitor
shit in an
priests?
email. I believe it.
It is simple.
This is the first
They
draft
are
from
not
MK.
gods at all.
I believe it. When there's this much
The
Elder
truth
Scrolls
has been
shit
in
to
front
know,
of you
you're gonna
since
get
you
some stuff
first
wrong
reported.
over an email.
Daedra are the true gods of this universe. Julianos, Dibella, and Stondar are all Lorcan's betrayers, posing as divinities in the principality that has lost its guiding light.
Why it sounds interesting, but the terms are
What are
sometimes
scholarship,
wrong.
love,
Yeah.
and mercy when compared to fate, night, and destruction? The gods you worship are trifling shadows of first
You
causes.
think I worship any of those gods? Man, you're
They've
dumb.
tricked you for ages.
The only god you can argue I
Why
worship
do you
is...
think your world has always
well,
been contested ground?
Even
the
that's
arena of
questionable.
powers
I'm gonna
and
be real
immortals?
with you.
It is Tamriel, the realm of change, brother to madness, sister to deceit. Your false gods could not entirely rewrite history. Thus you remember tales of Lorcan vilified, a dead trickster whose heart came to Tamriel. But if a god can die, how does his heart survive?
It doesn't.
He is Daedroth! Tamriel I Daedroth! This heart is the heart of the world.
I
For
got
one
rid of the heart
was
already.
made to
This guy
satisfy
doesn't
the
know a
other.
damn thing that's going on, does he?
All remember this. It is in every legend.
Also, Lorcan is
Daedra
not
cannot
vilified
die.
everywhere.
So your so-called
I know you're an
gods
elf
cannot
and you
erase him
think
from your
everyone
mind
hates him, but
completely.
most humans actually like Lorcan from what I hear. A lot of them call him Shezar or Shore. The heart isn't destroyed. I know it's not literally destroyed. Just unbound, yeah. I know. Can I take these off? Shit. That's annoying. Oh well.
I've fought much bad wolf.
Have you now?
You wear the bands, but you're no prisoner.
Hey, what's
Who
up?
are you? What are you doing here?
I'm here to kill Maghar Cameron.
Can you really do it?
Oh,
Can
absolutely.
you bring this eternal nightmare to an end? Can you defeat Maghar Cameron and free all the souls of the poor fools who followed him? Listen, I can help you. You need my help if you are ever to leave the Forbidden Grotto.
Sounds like better than what I don't have, but why?
I was at the sack of Kvatch.
Dick.
They had no chance. We took them by surprise, and we carried the walls in the first assault. But they fought on anyway, desperately. They seemed to think this decadent, mundane world of theirs was
Wait,
worth
how is it both
defending.
decadent and mundane?
I was
Those are kind of
slain
mutually
after the battle
exclusive,
was
my
over.
guy.
3 townsfolk hiding in the cellar attacked me when I entered their house, hunting down survivors. They tore me to pieces, although I have no doubt they were immediately killed by my companions. I've had plenty of time to ponder my deed since I came here. ponder and regret. An eternity of regret.
Would be cool if you could find
For
this
my
guy's
weakness,
body in Kvatch.
The Master sent
but I don't
me
think you
here
can.
to torture my former comrades who showed similar
Decadent and mundane are not
ingratitude for his gift
antonyms.
of
I know
eternal
not
life.
inherently, but decadence kinda... I feels like it somewhat precludes mundanity. Decadence implies pleasure for its own sake, like pleasure to a point of sin. But mundanity is a lack of excitement. Like like pure normalcy and nothing else. I feel like those are mutually exclusive. Like, I guess it depends how you define mundane, but it's a weird thing to say it's both.
No one wearing the bands of the Chosen can leave this grotto. The doors will not open, and there is no other way out. I can remove them, but I will need time. The Dremora Overseer will be here any
Mundane, when you
minute
use
to check
mundane
up on
as
me.
an
need
insult,
to play
mundane in
along
this
until he
context is the
leaves.
opposite of divine. Okay,
Just act
in
like
the
a prisoner
context, it
and do as
sounded
I
more
say.
like boring,
Once
was
Orphan
his meaning.
leaves, we can find
Which
a
would
quiet
be
spot
the
to
opposite of
remove these
decadent.
bands.
Fine.
Good. Follow me. And
Yeah, one definition would be of the earthly realm. I guess if that's the definition he's using, then it's cool, yeah.
What's going on here? Who's this?
Hey, what's up? I'm here to get tortured.
Show me some respect, worm.
It isn't necessarily just boring, it can be ordinary. I know, but if something is ordinary,
this prisoner was
that
sent in
feels
by
like it's
Captain
kind of,
Question. I was about to begin.
you know, away from being decadent. It's weird.
From the garden.
Ordinary, but also pleasurable to the point of being sinful, don't sound like things that should really be possible at the same time.
This is why he sent him for questioning.
Like, it strikes me as an odd combination of insults.
Of course, King Reeve. Prisoner, get in the cage.
Like, one sounds like an insult for not being exciting enough, the other sounds like an insult for going too far with your search for excitement. You know? This would be really bad with these things on, even for a Dunmer. It's doing a weird thing where if I look the wrong way, the ticks aren't, like, ticking properly. Like, if I look down, it doesn't want to go, but if I look up, it works again. You can do both. You pursue decadence, but your decadence is in the eyes of this dude lame as fuck. I guess, but it's still a weird word choice, realistically. Well, the mill told me he'd meet me further into the caves, or he'd be able to remove the bands that chosen from my wrist. Continue searching for a way through these caves to make our Cameron's palace. OBS, what is wrong? Nothing happened. Hush. In this case, he means Tamriel is lacking in the qualities of the divine or magical. I guess so. OBS, shut the fuck up. Nothing happened. Still nothing happened. Deriding the mortal world as unimpressive compared to the divine world he had been promised.
Let's get these bands off you. There. You're not a prisoner of the Forbidden Grotto any longer. Let me come with you. Let me help you kill Mankar Cameron. I am not without power.
Sure, if you want to.
I am no match for Mankar Cameron, but perhaps together we can find a way
See,
to
I'm gonna
defeat
punch him really,
Lead
really
on.
hard. You just do magic stuff to whoever else is around. I assume you do magic stuff, you're wearing robes. Brutality gauntlets back on.
Well done, champion. Your progress is swift and sure. Perhaps you will reach me after all. You think I mock you? Not at all. In your coming, I hear the footsteps of... You are the last defender of decadent...
Do you think you're fucking funny talking about fate with me?
I am the midwife of the mythic dawn.
He fell in lava.
I welcome you, if you truly are the agent of fate.
He immediately jumped into the lava.
I tire of the self-styled heroes who set themselves in my path only to prove unworthy in the event.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like, he fell right into the lava immediately after joining me. I gotta write that down. It does actually still, even the word decadent still sounds like hypocritical, at least. Decadence is saying, you know, seeking your own pleasure to the point of being a sin, or to the point of amorality, while trying to destroy the world to make it into what you see as a better one. That's just hypocrisy. Though possibly on purpose. Come on, OBS, you can calm down. Oh. Oh, right. Forgot, you actually can't die here. You can't die here. I can't die for different reasons. Those being, I'm built different and I'd like to see you try. Also, I think I'm in a nightmare. Let's save. That was way too long without a save. Hey, what's up?
You did not expect to see me again, did you?
Who are you?
You have no grasp of the power that my father has at his command. You think you can stop us? Soon Mehrunes Dagon will walk upon Tamriel for the first time since the Mythic Age, and our victory will be complete.
Wait.
Come.
First time
My
since the
father is waiting to welcome
Didn't he
you to
sack
Karak
Mournhold
Island.
at the start of the, like, right before the start of the Third Era? These guys don't know their own history. Like, wasn't that, like, the whole reason Morrowind basically gave up the war is because Dagon just showed up in the middle of their capital? I've been looking into this recently. For reasons. They genuinely don't know he was there, like, earlier this age. I mean, at the end of the last age. It was right before the Third Age. Third Era, whatever.
I've waited a long time for you, champion of old Tamriel. You were the last gasp of a dying age. You breathed the stale air of false hope. How little you understand. You cannot stop Lord Dagon. The walls between our worlds are crumbling. The mythic dawn grows nearer with every rift in the firmament. Soon, very soon, the lines now blurred will be erased. Tamriel and Oblivion rejoined, the mythic age reborn. Lord Dagon
Wait,
shall
wasn't he
walk
also
Tamriel
here
again. The
during
world shall be remade.
earlier this
The new
age?
shall
Wasn't
rise
he here
from
during that
ashes
battle
of the
spire
old.
nonsense?
My vision.
I wasn't
shall
there
be
for that, but I
realized.
heard about it.
Weakness will be
Did he actually
purged
show
from
up?
the world,
I don't remember.
And mortal and immortal alike purified in the refiner's fire.
Yeah, whatever. This is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Oh, hey, the ceiling's falling. You guys brought gold to another dimension? Holy shit! We'll just be taking the best ring in the entire game. Oh my god. The mundane ring, just wow. I have never seen this actually spawn. 50% magic resist, 35% spell reflect. Does he make the place look like alien ruins? Killed Mankar Cameron. Upon his death, the paradise he had created dissolved around me. Found myself back in Cloud Ruler Temple. The Amulet of Kings in my hand. Must give the amulet to Martin. Hell are you guys doing?
You found a way back.
That was
Does
up.
this mean you did it?
Yeah,
you
killed him.
defeated him. Then you have it. You have the Amulet of Kings.
Yep, there you go.
Belongs to me. The Amulet of Kings.
Yeah.
So you and Joffrey have said, if it is true, if the Emperor really was my father, then I should be able to wear it. Only those of the Septim blood can wear the Amulet of Kings.
Put it on.
Yes, of course. What am I waiting for? After all, this is my destiny. And no man can deny his destiny.
See? Worked.
I didn't really need the amulet to tell me that. I've known it was true since you first told me back in Kavach. But it is one thing to talk of becoming Emperor, and quite another to actually be the Emperor.
You're the Emperor.
Not yet. Until we light the dragon fires, the gates are open, and Mehrunes Dagon's invasion continues. While you were gone, I sent a messenger to Chancellor Akato.
Ah, cool.
He waits for us in the
I haven't seen
Imperial City.
Akato in an age. Be fun to see him. Why are we meeting him?
Chancellor Akato is the head of the Elder Council.
No, I know that part,
The
but I
Council
mean...
rules in the Emperor's absence. I don't expect any objections from the Elder Council, but we should defer to their authority. Let's go to the Imperial City at once, before the enemy can recover from Mankar Cameron's death.
Congratulations.
Can you give me,
on your
like,
victory,
a
sir.
minute to take a nap? I just... Ugh. Feeling smarter and faster now. What's funny is if I had picked the Thief Stone at the start, I'd be at the max luck already. I think... I think, with the new, like, stat scaling, I think the Thief actually does become the best stone in the game. The Lord is also really good, though. Don't get it twisted. Like, the Lord and the Thief are probably the best two with the remastered stat scaling. Oh, right, you're getting a horse. I don't really do horses. Ah, screw it. I've earned this. Alright, come on, Martin. Can't bring your horse inside the walls.
What is it, citizen?
The horse is here. Hey, the pizza here.
What is it, citizen?
Hi there. How goes
What's
it?
the latest?
I've been
Rosan
better.
is a talented smith. That's too bad. One of the best around.
I do love in Cameron's Paradise, you meet Cameron's daughter, Bruma. But Ungoth genuinely doesn't remember her, so he's like, should I? Never thought you'd see me again, did you? Who the fuck are you?
Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Hey, hi, how's it going?
Everything is ready for Martin's arrival. Don't worry.
Where the hell is he?
Welcome to the Imperial
Martin? Yep. Yep, game crashed. Yeah, I had a feeling. That's 3 crashes today? About once every hour, average out. It's okay, I just saved when I got in. Come on, Martin, don't fall behind.
The last of the Daedra have
There's a
been
new
driven
ship
out.
moored up in the waterfront district.
better.
Have you heard any word? That's too bad.
Martin, you don't have to, like, stop and rub everyone's ballsack or anything. You can just walk by. Sorry, still old, you know, sanguine cult tendencies. I don't think sanguine makes you do that. Make is a strong word, yes. Have you been a priest for, like, a while now?
Sire, Chancellor Okado is expected.
Ah, here we go.
He had word of your arrival in the capital.
Very well. Let's finish this.
Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Martin? Did he? Okay, there he goes.
Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Yeah. Glad to see you idiots haven't changed. Every 5 seconds, you're walking around. Welcome to the Imperial Palace. I work here. What's up, Okado?
I've been expecting you. The full council has already considered the matter of Martin's claim to the Imperial throne in detail. Martin Septim, on behalf of the Elder Council...
I mean, the amulet
I
works,
accept
so
your
clearly
claim
the
to
bloodline
Imperial
thing isn't a
throne.
question.
We should arrange...
Chancellor Okado,
Yep.
the city is under attack. Oblivion gates have opened and Daedra are inside the walls. The guard is overwhelmed.
Courage, soldier. We have an emperor again. Your Highness, what are your orders? Shall the guard fall back to the palace?
No. If we let ourselves get besieged in the palace...
How do I see your health
we must
bar?
get
That's
to the
weird.
Temple of the One immediately.
As you command, sire. Guards...
That's actually a
form
pretty
up
good
to
point
protect
you
the
got there.
emperor.
This is
To the
not a
Temple
great
of the
defensible
One.
location. We gotta get the shit back up. Hey, what's up there? Jeez, in this much of a melee, I can't, like, throw punches out much. Hanched.
My sword!
Yeah. NPCs can even take pretty strong enemies if they just overwhelm them with numbers and stun lock them. Alright, I don't remember much about this part. I heard Martin turned into a dragon god and did something, but I I'm honestly not sure what to expect or how that really went down. I'm good. Oh, Akato. You good, buddy? One sec. OBS, please calm down. Nothing happened. At least here you've got like 2 immortal companions and plenty of guards running around also trying to help. Like, this near endless swarm feels fine. Like, Akato and Martin are okay on their own. You don't have to worry about them. OBS, chill the hell out. Nothing happened still. So I cannot wait to be done with this. Martin has been... I stand corrected. This is... Oh my god. I thought the Battle of Bruma was the only time that bullshit could happen. Nope.
Bruma has been saved and Martin Sept has a new ship more.
I think they actually spawn endlessly there and I just need to get him in. Escort quests. Guys, are you gonna... Martin, are you gonna come in or not? There we go.
Sire, Chancellor Okada was expecting you. He had word of your arrival in the capital.
Very well. Let's finish this.
All citizens...
And Martin freezes outside if you're not next to him, so...
Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Welcome to my boot. Hey, Kato. This is Martin. He's definitely Uriel's kid, trust me.
I've been expecting you. The full council has already considered... Martin Septim, on behalf of the Elder Council, I accept your claim to the Imperial
Chancellor
throne.
Okada! Chancellor Okada!
Hiccups.
The city is under attack. Oblivion gates have opened and Daedra are inside the walls. The guard is overwhelmed.
It's been 30 seconds
Courage,
since we walked in
We have
here.
an emperor
How are you
there.
idiots already overwhelmed?
Your Highness, what are your orders? Shall the guard fall back to the palace?
No. If we let ourselves get besieged in the palace, we're doomed. We must get to the Temple of the One immediately.
As you command, sire. Guards, form up and protect the Emperor. To the Temple of the One.
Problem is when there's too many characters around, you can't do shit. Okay. We're gonna go and not stop to fight stuff, because that's dumb. Well, except when we have to. Damn it. I swear that guy teleported to be in the way. Okay, Martin has, like, healing magic, so he can keep himself alive decently well. He just can't stay still in an area for too long, or he's kind of fucked.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Akato is horribly underpowered, despite being immortal.
What's the matter? Get inside ready! The palace is cut off, sire. We were the last to make it through from the Legion compound.
Why is Akato, like, cell-shaded?
I are at your disposal. What are your orders?
I need to get to the Temple of the One. It's our only chance to stop Mehrunes Dagon.
Yes, sir. Let's move out!
Let's do a save here. Because Martin's at full health, and we got all these guys with us, too. Martin, come on, we don't have time for... Okay. Apparently you do have time to fight worthless peons. What?! Martin at full health died instantly to something. Did I hit him? I didn't think he wasn't on screen! It said your murder has been witnessed by dark forces. Like, I just killed an NPC, but I didn't. What killing? What? What's happening here? Like, Martin's dying and the game's blaming me for it. Everyone go through the gates, all of you, before I go through.
Chance, sir. I heard that Oblivion gates are opening all over the city.
Alright, come on, Martin. We don't have time for any of that shit. Mehrunes Dagon is here. Barriers between Oblivion and Tamriel have been destroyed. Only hope now is to somehow defeat Mehrunes Dagon, cast him back into Oblivion. Perhaps Martin will know what to do. Okay, I had to go over there to talk to him, but Martin kept getting one-shot by something, and the game blamed me for it.
Will no longer save us. The barriers that protected us from Oblivion are gone.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't see how. Mortal weapons may hurt him. But now that he is physically here in Tamriel, they have no power to actually destroy him.
What about that?
Wait, yes. The amulet was given to mortals by Akatosh. It contains his divine power. But how to use this power against Dagon? The amulet was not intended as a weapon. I have an idea, one last hope. I must reach the Dragonfires and the Temple of the One.
I thought you said that wasn't gonna work.
You'll just have to trust me. I know now what I was born to do, but I'll need your help. I have to get past Mehrunes Dagon somehow.
I'll get you to the temple.
And I'll do the rest.
Don't stop
on,
to
my
fight
friend.
shit.
I'm...
For the Empire!
Martin and I are inside the Temple of the One. Let's get Martin to the Dragonfires or all hope is lost.
I heard that Oblivion gates are opening all over the city.
They are.
I do what I must do. I cannot stay to rebuild Tamriel. That task falls to others. Farewell. You've been a good friend in the short time that I've known you. But now I must go. The dragon waits.
Well, the dragon can keep waiting. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get you back for this. I absolutely promise, Mehrunes Dagon. Mary, as I know you hate to be called. Ah. Eat shit. That wasn't supposed to happen.
The amulet is shattered. Dagon is defeated. With the dragon's blood and the amulet of kings, we have sealed the gates of oblivion forever. The last of the Septims passes now into history. I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain. I take my place with my father and my father's fathers. The Third Age has ended, and a new age dawns. When the next Elder Scroll is written, you shall be its scribe. The shape of the future, the fate of the Empire. These things now belong to you.
I hate all of them. Ugh.
What happened? Where's Martin? I must congratulate him. Mehrunes Dagon is defeated. Cast back into oblivion. We've won!
He's right there next to us. Don't you see him? The giant fuck-off dragon statue? That's Martin.
What do you mean? Gone?
Not the word I
We
used.
saw the temple dome explode. The avatar of Akatosh appear. That was Martin?
You know, the Nords are gonna say that was Talos.
The joined blood of kings and gods. The amulet of kings. The divine power of Akatosh.
And Martin's blood.
Then Martin is gone.
But the gates are sealed.
Yes, sealed forever. Mehrunes Dagon and his ilk can never threaten Tamriel again.
Tamriel.
Martin is dead, but he died an emperor and a hero to rival Tiber Septim.
And the Empire?
This victory is not without cost. We've lost Martin Septim. What an emperor he might have made.
Shoulda, coulda,
His
woulda.
sacrifice was necessary, but it leaves the Empire without an emperor. I don't know what happens now. There are troubled times ahead for the Empire. But now is not the time to worry about the future. Let's just give thanks that we're alive.
I think now's the time to worry about the future. Forever.
The dragon will stand forever as a memorial to what you and Martin did for all of Tamriel.
Sure, the full intention was to make Mankar Cameron sound like an insane loser. That just happened because MK didn't have the chance to go over his first draft. I don't know. He was probably supposed to sound a little off and insane. But at the same time, I feel like when MK makes characters who are crazy, there's still always a part of you that has to wonder, how much were they right about? If he'd had the chance to refine that, I can't help but wonder if Mankar Cameron would be better remembered. Because realistically, do you remember Mankar Cameron as a character? Or do you remember Mehrunes Dagon getting fucking shattered by a dragon? Who do you remember as the main villain of the game? In this case, Mankar Cameron just doesn't hold up. Exactly. Like I'm saying, I think if MK had gotten some better chances, like, had gotten to go over that once or twice, then Cameron... I don't know, I think some of his stuff could have been interesting, like... Does Lorkhan actually function like the Daedric princes, and this is his realm, but he's kind of lost control of it? Is that what's actually happening here?
What great news. Good to hear. Did you ever buy soul gems from Callum?
That giant...
Are mortals just
Pardon me.
Daedra who don't work right?
I'm sorry to trouble you, but I was sent to ask for your
Because
help.
they've been interfered with by other stuff? I'm sorry, who are you?
Where are my manners? I'm Ralsa Norvalo. My husband, Gillen, has requested that I find you and ask if you'd assist him.
Why?
Normally, I wouldn't approach a total stranger like
I think this is because
but
my fame score
Gillen
went up
seemed
from
so
doing a bunch of
insistent.
stuff.
Please forgive my audacity.
Continue.
Thank you. Gillen always tends to exaggerate, but in this case he sounded earnest, which worries me a bit. He said to tell you that the matter he needs help with is of the utmost importance to the citizens of the Imperial City.
That right.
You're to meet him at Seradur's house, which is located in the Temple District. He said all will be explained when you get there. That's all he told me to say.
I'll check on it.
Thank you. I'm sure he'll be pleased.
Yeah, I think it's because my fame
now.
score just got
Good day
decently
to you.
high that I'm able to do this. Order. Oh, yeah, these guys.
Greetings to you.
This is one of the more memorable Oblivion quests. But Angath doesn't care. There is one thing he heard might have happened during this that he wants to go check on now.
Hello there.
Gotta admit, seeing Martin do that up close and being near Akatosh like that, it wasn't the worst feeling.
What do you need, champion?
But everything up to it was. Sheogorath, I know this is your fault. Get your ass out here. If you won't, I'm coming to you. Yep. Yeah. Come on, making me relive the horrors of the hero of Kvatch. Your petty ass wouldn't do this. No one would do this but you. Because I'm 90% sure you are the hero. Never caught his name, though. No one else did either, apparently. To be fair, no one ever catches my name when I do impressive shit. Ha! I hear there's a 4-mile-long dossier on me in the Thalmor embassy, though. They just keep mixing up which one is which and don't realize it's all just me. Ah, ah, ah. How far away is this? That's over there. I'm going real far. Ah, the Wayne and Priory horse just follows me now. Oop. Bleh. There's Masser. You found a strange door.
Here comes another one!
Madness! Why? Why? Everything is wrong! It can't be done! Stay away from me!
What, first time in the Shivering Isles?
You can't make me go back! I'll kill you all! You're all going to die!
Stay back! This one's fire! That's the best you can do!
He's not just violent, he's durable.
I'd stay back from that door if I were you. Nothing that's gone in has come out right.
I have a few, things to talk about with the person in that door. Person might be the wrong word, though.
Unworthy, unworthy, unworthy! Useless mortal meat, walking bag of dung! A nice effort, though. Shame he's dead.
Gotta listen to Wes Johnson. This is the best performance.
Bring me a champion!
rend the flesh of my foes, a mortal champion to wade through the entrails of my enemies. Really? Do come in. It's lovely in the Isles right now. Perfect time for a visit.
I think the delay between lines is a little too long. Door to the fringe. Hey, Haskell.
Take a seat, please.
Nah, it's fine. So, Haskell, do you know what the fuck's going on? Yes. Okay.
Yes, what can I do for you? I imagine you're here about the door?
The dream, actually.
Yes, you have entered, and now you are here. Amazing. Truly. You approach the Shivering Isles. Through the door behind me lies the realm of Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, Lord of the Never There.
And you're Haskell, right?
I am Haskell,
yeah.
Chamberlain to the Lord Sheogorath.
Why is the door there?
Because my lord wills it to be so. It poses no danger to Mundus. No compact has been violated. It is a doorway, an invitation. Perhaps you will accept it for what it is. For you? I do not know. My lord seeks a mortal to act as his champion. As for his intent, to attempt to fathom it is a foolish endeavor.
Generally,
his will is his own. His reality follows suit. You are here because you chose to enter. You were not summoned. They entered this realm and were ill prepared. Their minds are now the property of my lord.
It tends to happen.
Cured? You speak as if they are diseased. They live now in
These
another
are not
state
questions
of being.
I'd ask.
Perhaps it is you.
Apparently this is an illusory dream, Haskell, too. Which makes me think the Sheogorath here probably isn't real either.
You do as you will. You may leave the way you entered. Your life will be none the worse for your time spent here. Or you may continue onward, through the door behind me. If you can pass the gates of madness, perhaps the Lord Sheogorath will find a use for you.
And if I go through the door?
Who is to say? There are always choices to be made. The realm of madness is no different in that regard. Your choices are your own. Enter or do not, but make your decision. I've other duties to which I must attend. Speak with me again when you have made up your mind. The anticipation is almost too much to bear.
I like his Chancellor Palpatine fit. With the poofy sleeves.
Well, have you...
Yeah, I'm coming in.
Fine. I'm sure my lord will be most pleased. You'll want to pass through the gates of madness. Oh, and mind the gatekeeper. He dislikes strangers to the realm. Enjoy your stay.
You gonna do the butterflies thing? Yep, he's doing the butterflies thing. Can I get up, ever? Game? There we go. We've entered the Shivering Isles. In order to find the Lord of this realm, I must first pass through the Gates of Madness. Alright, Shiggy, you got a lot to answer for. I get over there. Nope. Ah. I do not remember the Grumites. Weird. I feel like I should, but I don't. Pass wall.
I tried to warn them.
Is that talking grapefruit still here?
Maybe they're just confused.
So are the Shivering Isles.
They should have listened to me.
We'll be swimming in blood soon. Yuck.
Let's go watch.
A lot of puppy sleeves
Just
here.
as long as we don't catch any of their diseases. Adventurers always get strange diseases.
If I still had my teeth, I'd bite
It'll
you.
be fun watching
Wait,
them
do I
get
have
knocked
teeth?
around up there. I'll lead.
Alright,
you'll
Dunmer do
follow.
have teeth. Wasn't sure of that. Can you call these flat things
Just
teeth,
don't get
though?
any blood on me.
Could be worse. I could be... Honestly, Dunmer's probably just my second best option in general. Basically anything else is probably worse than this.
You there! Stay away from the gatekeeper! Let us handle this!
Ah.
This should be easy! Come on, fight harder!
They should have listened to me.
I'm just warming
It
up.
doesn't seem to be getting
Why
hurt.
is he dying? Keep fighting, men!
Oh no, they're bleeding all over the place.
Sounds like a them problem. Formidable Gatekeeper has destroyed a party of adventurers. Talk to the residents of Passwall before trying to deal with this creature. Yeah, I should probably try to figure that out before I do anything about it.
He's too much! Killed all my men! Get out of my way!
Betting the door's locked, too. Well, have to think about how to kill something. Haven't done that in a while. I better stew on this. That is where we'll probably call it for today. Main quest done. We're gonna do part of Shivering Isles. I'm not gonna complete it. I have a point in mind where it's going to stop. We're going to start it here, and we're going to stop here as well. So, I'm gonna stop the recording for YouTube here. Thank you so much for coming if you came. If you didn't come, you don't get a thank you. Bye-bye, YouTube.